Good evening and welcome to this Budget Council meeting. I will say right from the beginning that if there is too much interruption, I will suspend the meeting until the public gallery is cleared. Right, can we have any apologies, please? Councillor Barker.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Can I give apologies on behalf of Councillor Williams and Councillor Grimmadale?
Thank you.
Madam Mayor, apologies on behalf of Councillor Dinser and Councillor Sandhu.
Thank you. Any other apologies? Okay. Can we have any declarations of interest, please? All right. Minutes of the meeting held on the 25th of January. Did you move them, Councillor Bayliss? Thank you. Thank you. Seconder? Councillor Pegg. Thank you very much. Now we come to the Mayor's announcements, and I have several announcements tonight. First of all, it gives me enormous pleasure to welcome to the meeting Her Honour Judge Nirmal Shant. As previously reported to Council, Judge Shant has succeeded His Honour Judge John Burgess as the District Judge for Derby. Judge Burgess was previously made the first ever honorary recorder for Derby, and Judge Shant now succeeds him in that role. I have a certificate here formally recognising Judge Shant as successor to this honorary position, which is bestowed upon the District Judge by Council. I now invite members of Council to join me in recognising this succession, and I invite Her Honour Judge Shant and her husband Mr Sharma to formally receive it. Councillors, I'm sure you will have heard the very sad news that a well-known figure in our city community, Andy Potter, has passed away, aged 55, just a few weeks after a terminal cancer diagnosis. Many councillors met and knew Andy personally, but his voice was known across the city and county, having been a regular presenter on BBC Radio Derby for the best part of 2 decades. Often heard out and about, his contributions were always hugely entertaining, and it is no surprise whatsoever that his passing has been met with such sadness. Can I invite any contributions, please? Does anybody wish to say anything?
Councillor Webb.
Councillor Webb.
Madam Mayor, Andy Potter was the voice of Radio Derby. He was a gentleman. He was interested in entertainment and entertaining other people. He was one of those people recognised in the Eagle Awards, the Amateur Dramatic Awards that used to be given annually, and he took pride in presenting those awards. His radio show was exceptional. And he gave me, when I was in your chair, Madam Mayor, many years ago, wearing that chain, he gave me my first radio show. So Andy will be missed, very young at 55, and I wish the best and commiserations to his friends and family, and that means family across Derbyshire. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Councillor Bayliss.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Following on from Councillor Webb's contribution, I think condolences from this council need to go to his family in terms of the support as Mr Derby presented across the city for a number of years. I certainly worked very closely with him in 2012, particularly around the Olympics, and certainly he was able to lift that and present things in a fantastic way he always did. Very disarming, talking to lots of celebrities in his time. I think somebody who will be well missed. And for me, it's very poignant, the conversation I had with Councillor Webb about 20 minutes, half an hour ago, is that I have to reflect that he was the same age as I am, and it's far too early in life to go. And I think one of his contributions and comments recently was, what do you want, another 20 years? I could understand why he would say something like that. I think we also need to look and reflect on the fact that I think with somebody the stature of Andy Potter, this council ought to make some sort of award or presentation or something appropriate to the fact that he made a fantastic contribution to the cultural life of this city and county. And I think as a council we ought to mark that in some particular way in the future. I haven't got any particular ideas at the moment, Madam Mayor, but I certainly think we ought to do something and mark the occasion and say thanks to his family and thanks to his legacy. But I certainly think he's somebody who'd be well missed. And the other thing that he and I had in common, that I used to buy millions of pounds worth of print, and as he used to tell me, he used to try and print it for me. That's a long time ago in the past, but it just shows that it's a very small world that we live in terms of this city. But I certainly think the council at some point, Madam Mayor, should make some sort of appropriate gesture in terms of recognising his contribution to the culture of this city and his contribution at Radio Derby. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Councillor Bayliss. Any other contributions? Then I think then we can perhaps stand for a minute's silence. Thank you. Right, thank you everybody. Right, there are 4 items on the agenda relating to the budget. Minutes 165/16 to 168/16. As is customary, I propose to take all 4 collectively with a resolution before council, being to approve all those minutes. As you are aware, the mover of the motion is not time limited, and as is customary, I will not impose CP 46, the 5-minute time limit, on opposition leaders responding to the mover's speech. But like the previous mayor last year, I will ask that this flexibility is treated reasonably and would ask opposition leaders not to exceed 10 minutes. Right, we have no statements from council cabinet members, and items 6 to 9, minutes of council cabinet 165/16 to 168/16. Councillor Banway, will you be moving these items?
Yes, Madam Mayor, moved. Madam Mayor, For the last 3 years, I've stood before you on behalf of the Labour administration and talked about how the city's public services have been badly affected by austerity. I don't feel the need to do that again. I believe it's how we respond to our current situation together that's more important. This evening, my Labour colleagues and I will talk about this administration's vision, values and priorities. We'll talk about how this council is working systematically and pragmatically to address the challenges it faces. And we'll talk about our shared determination to make Derby a safe, strong and ambitious city, a better place to live, work and visit. Last year we set a 3-year budget.
Councillor Banwait, can I just interrupt you a moment, please? I will suspend this meeting if this carries on. Will you give people respect and let them speak, please?